This is a PlayStation 4 stream, which I haven't done for a while, so I'm hoping it's working okay. If it's not, then I'm saying a whole lot of nonsense for no reason. But fingers crossed that the stream is working. It's popping up on my screen right now, so I take that as a good sign. I take it as a sign that you can hear what I'm saying, which will be good. Yeah, we're playing Onee Chanbara Origins tonight. This is a game that was just released this week. I've been looking forward to it a great deal as a fan of the series, and it should be good fun. It's certainly an After Dark game. It is certainly an After Dark game. It is going to be very fan servicey and stuff. I actually haven't played it at all yet. Haven't even touched it, so we will find out how it goes soon enough. We'll give people a moment or two to jump on and say hello if they want to join the stream, and then we'll get going with it, I guess. Alright, hang on just 1 second. I'm almost ready to get going, and then we'll get going with the stream. I just want to check that everything's working. I want to hear... I want to check that I can actually hear myself. I want to check that people can hear me when I'm talking. So I'm going to... You'll probably hear a bit of an echo in a second. Cool, it works. Hello, Dee Dee Ram, and welcome to the stream. We're playing Onee Chanbara tonight. I've been looking forward to this game a great deal. Like a lot. It's been ages since the last one. The last Onee Chanbara was what? Chaos Z, which is 5 or 6 years ago now. Hello, Nook Gaming. Welcome to the stream as well. Yeah, it's been about 5 or 6 years since the last one of these. So I haven't played this at all. I just downloaded it today. Actually, the download finished about an hour before the stream. So yeah, let's just check it out. I did also want to mention that I do have some prizes tonight. I do have prizes tonight for the first time on my stream. I've managed to wrangle a couple of codes. It's not for this game, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. I know everybody on the stream would like that, but it is for Lust for Darkness. Now, the reason I got codes for that is I ran an interview with the developer of Lust for Darkness earlier in this week, and that game is kind of a horror game mixed in with an awful lot of Eyes Wide Shut style eroticism, so it is a very adults-only game. But if you'd like a code, I'll give away... I've got 10 to give away, so just say you want one and I'll drop you a code, and the first 10 people that want a code, if we get more than 10 tonight, they'll miss out, but the first 10 people that want a code can get one. Alright, so with that said, the prizes all there on the table. If you want them, they're there. Let's get going with this game. So story mode is the way we're playing. I probably haven't unlocked anything yet. I did buy the full game. Being the season pass, I invested in that as well. Cost me like 60 bucks US. It cost me about 90 bucks, which is just fine. I was happy for that. I don't know if I'll get any bonus costumes or anything yet. Let's go into the story. I'm sure it's a very high quality story. Now, the thing I've always loved about Onee Chanbara is the way it very much indulges the B-grade zombie kind of horror aesthetic, plus the sex that was a big part of B-grade horror back in the 80s and 90s. It's very true to its time in the I guess in the sense of the time that's set at. It's very true to the genre, which is great. Don't get many games like that anymore. I'm amazed this is actually released on the PlayStation. There's got bikinis. Let's just play normal. I'll be lame.
私の名前はアヤ。私は父から教わった剣術で日本中にあふれる狩猟どもを飼っている。狩猟とは屍のまま蘇った人間。聖者の血肉を食らう狩猟どもは今や世界中に跋扈し、 聖者を脅かし続けている。でも私には世界なんてどうだっていい。私は2年前
Fair
何
enough,
者
fair
か
enough,
に警
Diddy.
母が殺されてから失踪してしまった父とイボ米の先を探している。
Yeah, Sony is very inconsistent with these
そんな
rules.
時レイと名乗る情
Very,
報
very
屋から接
inconsistent.
触を受けた。
But hey, it is what it is.
資料討伐を引き受ける
I
こ
would
と
have
を
got this
条
on
件
the
に
Switch just because I'd much rather it on the Switch. But unfortunately, it wasn't released on the Switch yet. I
レイの
would
提
like to
案を
play
受
this
け
on the
て資
train.
料
This
討
is the kind of
伐を
game that
始
you
め
play
て
in
か
front
ら
of people.
かなりの時間が経った。
So anyway, for people who don't know, this is actually a remake of the very original Onee
未だ
Chanbara.
に有力な手
So
がかりはつかめていない。
this is the Origins story. That's why it's subtitled
資料
Origins.
討伐
And
に明け暮れる日々にも疲れ
I
半
don't
ば
actually
諦めてい
remember.
た頃だった。
I think I did play the original game with the Wii port of it. So
さっきか
I
ら
think
一通
I
の
have
メー
vague
ルが
memories
届
of
いた。
playing an Onee Chanbara game on the Wii, and I think it was the first one, but with motion controls, which was painful because that translated into waving the Wiimote around an awful lot. So hopefully this one is a little bit more refined than that game, which was enjoyable enough because of the bikinis and stuff. But yeah, hopefully this plays a little bit better. I'm sure it will. Look at those pretty graphics. And that's very pretty graphics.
あや、お前はお母さんのために死んでくれる？
さっき
We are all the zombies. Ah, worth it.
邪魔しないでくれる？
Alright, so, what do? We move and we jump. Okay, fair enough. We lock on. I don't know if we're going to need that given the size of the hordes. But maybe the boss battles later on. Just remember there's a lock on button. And there's a basic and special attack because of course this game is very much rooted in the standard brawler stuff. It's like Dynasty Warriors if the enemies were zombies and the characters were all dressed out in swimsuits, which is how all Dynasty Warriors games should be, really. Oh, lots of zombies. Zomzoms. Ah, what do I do? I see. Yep, that's right. So, as you do your attacks, your sword gets covered in blood and stuff, and then you need to clean it in order to continue to use it in its maximum state. So, very grindhouse. Very grindhouse.
血を払わないと。
Ow! Oops. Why is the sword... Oh, wrong button. That's why I was pressing the wrong button. I thought it said you'd have to press R1, but actually L1. I wasn't paying attention. I was distracted, you see. Ooh, cops. No, not cops. Cops will come later on. Cops have guns. Actually, the immediate impressions I have is actually the combat, the actual feel of the character feels really good. The combat feels genuinely good. Which is a first on each Chanbara. Usually you kind of grit your teeth through the combat because you're there for the fan service, but so far, it's nice and smooth. Ouch. How rude. Looks like the L1, which is the sword cleaning button, is also like a dodge, which is cool. I mean, obviously we're not talking like Devil May Cry quality brawler here. That's not the point of it. But it is pretty neat. It's quite visceral. I don't know if the frame rate doesn't seem bad on the screen I'm playing. It seems fine. Not that I can count frames, I'm not very good at frame rates and stuff, but I assume it's sitting at about 30. It's not stuttering, I don't think. But in saying that, like I said, I don't really notice these things, so somebody else would be much better qualified to say if the frame rate is actually stuttering. But I don't know, it might be a bit of the Australian NBN messing things up a bit, because, yeah, I'm not noticing any screen that I'm playing. Yeah, that's what I think. Oh, she's got a bunny phone. How cool. Good camera angles too.
レイの言う通り、母さんのお墓は見つかったよ。けど、母さんの遺体が持ち出された。
Another good thing about this, I noticed in the options before I started the stream, there is actually quite a few different language options. So you can actually play it in Chinese, Korean, English, and Japanese. They've got voice acting for all of those, which is pretty neat.
それより何か情報はある？そうそう。あやが必死になって探してる妹ちゃんらしき目撃情報が手に入ったよ。ちょうどその近くに数年前に閉鎖された病棟があるんだけど、その病棟内で制服姿の女の子を見たって。分かった。すぐ行く。さすがあや。準備万端だね。
Okay, so after all of that... Okay, so we need to keep pressing a button to duck. Press and hold to parkour over. Pretty cool. Very athletic is our bikini zombie slayer. So this is actually quite a major property in Japan for the standards of B-grade horror. They've made at least one movie, maybe two. Maybe even two. There's at least one movie that they made as well, so you can imagine what that movie was like. And these games, as far as I'm aware, are actually quite successful, like in terms of sales. It's been around for a while too, the property. I think the original was a PlayStation 2 game, I think. One thing that Tamsoft has never quite figured out. So Tamsoft's the developer of this one. Tamsoft also delivered a number of the Senran Kagura games, the 3D ones. Tamsoft was behind a lot of those. They've never quite managed to get the camera... I mean, the camera works fine here, but they've never managed to figure out how to give you warning when an enemy's attacking you from off camera. That's a problem. And I don't know how they could fix that, but other game developers have managed to. So Tamsoft might want to learn a little bit from that. If they actually cared about how their games play, which I'm not quite sure they do. They know what their games do. Ooh. Genocide is a special ability. There you go. And I got my first trophy. Yay, go me! 21,000 points. I assume V rank is good. I assume it doesn't go A through Z and V is actually very bad. I assume that that's a good ranking that I've just done. Good stuff. Well, that was a lot of fun. Good first level there. I get some monies. I assume that lets me buy some different swimsuits and things. So the last game in this series, which was Chaos, that had some amazing costumes that you could get, especially as DLC costumes. There was one that you would replace the bikini with strategically placed fruit, and we're talking strawberries and banana, I think it was. And that was it. That was the entire costume. It was something special, that was. So I can level up some RPG systems. Let's improve my HP. Oops. Okay, so I improved my HP twice. Let's do defense once as well. I'm good at that. When will Kane get her own game? Are you talking about Kane from Nier? That would be pretty good. She'd be amazing. But she'd need the book. She'd need Grimoire Vice to bounce off. Kane was very good with the book. Alright. This will finalize the enhanced stat. Yes, thank you. Cool. Select where I want to go. No, next chapter. And this is really all that there is to Onee Chanbara. It's a very pure action game. Doesn't mess around with open worlds and jazz like that. There's a boss zombie right there. Very ugly. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to kill that zombie boss. Getting straight into it. You can hear the kind of B-grade rock in the background. This is all good stuff. I highly recommend people check out the trailer they did for this game, because they got some rock band to do it, and it's a great trailer. It's a really, really good quality trailer. I highly recommend that. So, press button. I can't even read that on my PlayStation. I think it's circle button. Before an enemy hits you, to parry. Yeah, there you go. So there's a parry system in here as well. I can't imagine that's going to be useful too often. Oh! Maybe I was a bit slow there. Okay, don't know the timing just yet. I imagine it's when the lights up. Nope. Not quite sure of the timing here. Because it's lighting up red, which is normally when you'd have to do the parry. Let's just hit him. Just kill the bug. I don't have the setting book. I really want it. Really, really want it. Got him! Found it. Baby's first parry. Good stuff. Got him! Got a hang of it now. Now I'm gonna slap him. Gonna slap him good. He's gonna be so slapped. There you go, ugly Zom. Why do I call them Zoms? Oh! Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter. Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter is part of the Onee Chanbara world. And one of the characters calls the zombies Zomzoms in that, so that's where I get that from. Ah, too slow. Is it good? Is the book good? Like, it looked really good, and I assumed it is, but I've never actually used it. I've never actually read it. Got him. Gonna slap him. He's got so slapped. Okay. Haha! 3 in a row. I never like boss battles in games, just so everybody knows. Mostly because they pull stuff like that and I just prefer, Lots of zombies around now. And I hate how boss battles have like two tiers. I hate that. I really don't like it. Oh, I'm going to transform now. Berserk mode. Another little... Cool. Yeah, if I ever get a chance to get a copy of that, I'll definitely jump at it, but I could imagine the prices that that thing goes for are pretty huge. Like, I can't imagine that I'll ever get a chance to own one, unfortunately. But how about that remake of Nier Automata? Sorry, not Nier Automata. How about that remake of the original Nier, huh? That's looking really good. That was a highlight of Tokyo Game Show for sure. It's going to be the best game of next year. That is 100% guaranteed. There's just no way anything's going to top that. Even if it did, even if it only plays exactly like Nier did, it's still going to be a favourite game for sure. And the good thing is, so many people get to discover it for the first time, because to this day it is very hard to get a copy of Nier, and they never released it on digital platforms. So the only way you can play it, if you get it, is if you have a disc version. The only thing I was disappointed about with Nier was that it was the Japanese version of the characters. So they did two different versions for people who maybe aren't aware of this. The Japanese version is a brother and sister relationship. So you play as the brother, and your sister's sick and stuff, and well, in theory, your sister's sick and stuff, and you need to help her out and whatever. But they actually changed that for the Western version. It became a daughter. So it's father and daughter thing, and I quite like the father and daughter relationship. I thought that was a pretty sweet little thing. So yeah, I was a little bit disappointed that they didn't stick to that, but I'm in the minority with that. Most people preferred the Japanese brother and sister. Oh, these bosses annoy me, especially with all the little zombies around. Gee whiz. Okay. Wow. Okay. Maybe I don't have to worry about it. Maybe because I'm in this power mode, I can just hit him. Oh dear. I'm in big trouble now. I'm in a lot of trouble. I'm gonna lose. Yeah, that didn't go well for me. Told you, not good at boss battles.
随分と図体の大きい変態ね。私の邪魔をするならぶった切る。
巷で騒ぎを起こしている治療の大男。攻撃は大振りです。
That timing is actually quite difficult.
火力が大きいから注意が必
The
要。
parry timing is actually quite not easy.
あやなら余裕でしょ。
雑な情報をどうも派手に決めてあげる。
I don't know why she takes a break in the middle of that attack routine to just sit there, but anyway. Ah! There we go. I did find that easier this time, at least. That was a good thing.
あやの体に流れる意味地ってさ、他者の血を浴びることで興奮するんだよね。その興奮が上限に達すると意味地が暴走する。
So that gives me some hope that I might be able to get through the boss this time around. That was pretty embarrassing. I lost the first boss on the lowest difficulty level on an action game. Well. The one thing I generally find difficult in action games is parrying and deflecting. I'm very good at mashing buttons, not so good at the subtleties of it. Takes me a while to learn them. Like, for example, a good example of that would be Demon Souls and stuff. Dark Souls. Took me a while to get through those games because I have to learn the timings of the parries and stuff. That's my big problem. But anyway. Anyway, while I'm playing this and struggling through the boss, for the people on the stream, what have you been playing over the last week? What games have been on your agendas? What are you playing this weekend? It's a weekend now. It's always nice when we get to the end of the week. Ah, for goodness sakes. Well, I mean, that's pretty much all of the Onee Chanbara games. They're always quite short. So it's always expensive because it's such a niche thing. There's not that many people that want these things, but I guess they work on the assumption that the people that do want them, the ones that enjoy fan service enough, they're willing to pay for it. So who knows what extra stuff is? There's always extra stuff as well that you can mess around with. I want to think that I'll get value out of it. All the other Onee Chanbaras have been short enough. And I've got over them. I've enjoyed them. Oh, you can actually dodge too. Oops. That's gonna hurt. How did I not deflect that? For God's sakes. Yeah, so I can actually dodge out of the way of those things as well. Which the game didn't bother to tell me. Dodging will be the much better way to deal with these things for me. Ah, get hit by that thing every time. Come on. Ah, once you get hit by one of those, you can't dodge the rest of them. I nearly killed him. I killed him. I can kill him. He's putting his last effort. Get him. Now let's just kill him. There we go. Sliced in half. Oh, gruesome. Yay! Okay, so I need to go through these comments. I haven't reviewed Koikatsu because I haven't played it yet. Yeah, it probably will be the last Onee Chanbara game, which will be unfortunate, but it is what it is, I guess. We won't see another Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter either, which makes me very unhappy. I don't know about that. I mean, VR's going to be a thing for this genre, but it's not everything. VR is very... I don't know what kind of uptake it's like in Japan, but I don't think it's quite promised. I don't think it's quite delivered on what the developers wanted to see to invest in it in full. So the kind of games that are being made for VR are becoming ever more cheaply produced. So there'll certainly still be a market for all that stuff on normal PC as well. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Most of the fan service games will certainly move to PC. We won't see so many on console. Alright, so I've got lots of points now. Let's upgrade the attack a little bit. Upgrade the health a little bit. I'll be a generalist. I'll increase all my stats. There we go. Ah, now we're in a different location. A rejection of religion. There you go. That's a very grindhouse thing to do. Throw in a bit of transgression there just for the hell of it. It's a healing thing, so if you need to heal, you can go to a goddess statue. Do you think that people who had bought Automata for 2B's assets will... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that once those people will get into the original Nier, they'll certainly move from 2B to Kain. She is pretty well stacked. But the goddess renews your health, which is a pro-religion. Maybe she learns to appreciate religion later on in the game. Anyway, now we've got to fight some zombies, I'm sure. Puzzle time. Need to find the button to fix the elevator. That's a good running animation. This game is art, remember? Art! Art, art, art. Where's the zombies? There we go. Oh, nurse zombies. Silent Hill level. Silent Hill homage. Silent Hill level. They're just hanging around waiting for me to come say hello. There we go. I don't know, I just pronounce it the... I mean, I know it probably almost certainly is meant to be pronounced Kanye, because it is the Japanese word, but I just say Kane because that is me being a Western guy, read the word Kane and pronounce it the way I would, I guess. I haven't really thought about it. I know I probably should pronounce it the proper way. Pretty sure they pronounce it Kane in the English dub of Nier, which is probably where I picked it up from, actually. Cool combination. If your attack again just as another attack hits. Yeah, okay. Okay, whatever. Thanks for that. I think that's like a technicality of the combat system that I'm just not really that interested in. I don't think I'll need to know it. I play dub games. You didn't have the option of the Japanese voice track with the original Nier. So I play subbed wherever possible, except for one exception, which be Persona 4, because I really like the voice cast in Persona 4. And again, I think the original Persona 4 didn't have a... In fact, I don't think the Vita Persona 4 had a Japanese voice track option, so... For me, it's the English voices became kind of the default. Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure Nier only had a English voice option. I'm being shot from somewhere, and I don't know where the bullets are coming from. There should be a cop around then, because it's the cops that always do the shooting in... Oh! I went aggressive. You know, this is a kind of game that I wouldn't want to be that long anyway. If it is true and it's only a couple of hours long, I really would not want this game to be more than that, because it's just so shallow. And I don't say that as a bad thing by any means. I think it's cathartic in how shallow it is. It's just fun to mash buttons and kill zombies and admire girls in swimwear. And if this tried to be an extended game, if they went for 8-10 hour runtime, it would just get exhausting. I think this is the right way. I think this is long enough. If it is a 3 or 4 hour game, I think that'll be about right for what I would expect from this. That's a good attack. Especially if there is some bits and pieces where you can extend life if you want to play high score attack mode, or play dress ups with the characters. If there's a little bit of replay value there, then it's enough for me, I think. That would be I'd play that in a heartbeat, Dee. I would absolutely play that in a heartbeat. So this game is basically as good as Bayonetta. I mean, Bayonetta is much more skill-orientated. I think Bayonetta is the better game as a game. Let's heal. I can heal here. Ooh, isn't that pretty? I think Bayonetta is a better game as a game, but I think this one has the edge in terms of fan service and just B-grade humour. I think Bayonetta was a more classy game as such. There's the cops. Let's kill some cops. Actually, saying that now, I'm just going to get my YouTube demonetized, aren't I? But let's kill the cops. Cops are the worst enemies. They have guns. If you don't kill them quick and fast and first, they can cause you all kinds of pain. There we go. See? They shoot you. Oh, there's a lot of cops. Yeah, that's right. Damn straight. Damn straight. ACAB to genocide, no less. That's it. I've done it. Oh, I only got an S rank there, not a V rank. So either I just did better or worse. I'm not sure if V rank is the lowest of the low and I've just improved my score, or gone the other way around. Anyway, that was good. Good short levels. If this game is 4 or 5 hours long, and each level is 6 minutes, that's still an awful lot of levels to work through. Ooh, unlocked a new technique. Let's improve attack, defense, and HP. Going for the generalist. I'm enjoying this more than Baldur's Gate, let's put it that way, and I did not think I'd be saying that at this point in time. Damn Baldur's Gate. Most disappointing game I ever did play. Is Aya a deviant? I would hope so. She looks like she'd be a firecracker. Oh, boss time again. Or it's a genetically modified zombie. Zom die. Ooh, he's tough. Ooh, he's a bit unpleasant, isn't he? Yeah. Okay, fine. I mean, I already worked that one out. Thanks, game. Ages ago. This Zom is pretty tough. Ah, there we go. Ah, Mortal Kombat-y. Now we've got to fight normal enemies. This is definitely a video game. I reckon that this game would be so much fun to work on. I think that's why the developers do it. There's just a sense of purity about Bayonetta, a sense of purity about Onee Chanbara, which is just, it's actually refreshing. There's no pretense about this game. It just is what it is, and it's happy being what it is, and you don't have to like it, you don't have to buy it, but for people who do, there you go. And it would be so much fun to work on, like, to actually develop this thing. And the thing is, it does play nicely. I know I had trouble with the boss earlier, but oh, there's two of those uglies. I know I had trouble with the boss earlier, but the controls and stuff are actually quite smooth. There's a little bit of issue with the camera. I do have a little bit of trouble with enemies off screen, but that's always been the case with these things, and pretty much any other 3D game that's not made by a AAA studio. So I'm okay with that. I'll deal with that. Oh, for goodness sakes, I don't like those tough zombies. Really not happy about them. You do feel pretty cool while you actually control it. Like, Aya does feel quite strong and competent. She feels very slick, very athletic, and when you pull off a combo, it feels good. It feels good. But these tough zombies are pretty annoying, actually. Well, I guess you can buy it to own the libs if you want to. Hey, there we go. That's how you deal with them. Oh, bloodlust. I really wish this was on Switch. This game would be perfect for Switch. I'd play this on the train. If you play this on the train, everybody else would leave you alone. You wouldn't have to sit next to anyone. They'd practice social distancing and leave you alone. Raji review incoming. Yeah, I don't have one of those coming because I haven't got the game on PlayStation. Gosh, those zombies hit hard. I think I see how I need to deal with those. Rather than trying to attack them as I was earlier, I need to attack the common enemies to get one of those super cool attacks or whatever they call them, which automatically kills the genetically modified zombies. That's what I need to do, I think. I see. I'm learning this game. I'm learning its nuances. It has more nuances than I thought. It's not just a pure button masher. You actually need to figure out who you want to button mash first. Oh, no, not more of those. Gosh. 3 of them. 4 of them! I'm not ready for this. Oh, cool. Got a bug there. I got killed it. Game over again. There we go. It's not going to be 4 hours. It's going to be like 10 hours for me to finish this thing. Oops, I quit. Didn't mean to do that. Let's have a look at some of the other stuff here. We've got quests. What can we do in quests? Ah, I see. Those are like... those are... achievements. Practice. Yeah. Prepare for battle. Player shop command. Let's have a look at the shop. Let's see what we can buy. If I had money, I'd be able to buy the rings. Some equipments there. Ah, I see. Well, I might need some of those. There we go. That'll help. Ah, that's a DLC character that I got with the Season Pass. Lay. Not sure where I can actually use her yet, but cool. And there's all the different abilities I'll get. So the combat system, the combo system does have a bit of nuance to it if you want to learn it. As you can see, there's all kinds of different combos you can learn and mash around with, which is cool. I haven't unlocked any bonus missions yet, so... Oh, there you go. So you actually get a remake of both Onee Chanbara 1 and 2 in Origins, so... There's a bit of this. I've been playing for an hour, so... It's pretty cool. Let's see if we can figure out how many chapters there are from the select chapter thing. No, not yet. These are the ones I've already finished. Okay. Continue. Yeah, there we go. I was trying to beat those things down, but they can't be harmed by ordinary attacks. You've got to defeat them by a special attack. So, there we go. I learned something. I don't actually know how to use those items I just bought. Ouch. I don't like these enemies. Don't like them at all. Anyway, if you are going to play a Baldur's Gate like, since I was talking about that a little bit earlier, I recommend Pathfinder Kingmaker. That game is the real deal. That game is good. I'm going to restart that one, I think. It's a long game, 150 hours or so. But, yeah, it's got everything that made the original Baldur's Gate such a special game going for it. So, and Pathfinder's a pretty good setting if you play the pen and paper RPGs at all. Pathfinder's got plenty to like. Maybe I can reflect them. Maybe that's how I do it. Yeah, that's how I do it. That's how I defeat them. I deflect. Another enemy where I'm gonna have to learn the deflect moment. And this game's gonna push me. I'm gonna finish Onee Chanbara, I'm gonna have to learn timing stuff. Not just button mash. Came for the bikinis, learnt all about twitch reflexes. Pretty easy if you can actually do that. They suddenly become very easy. Actually, they don't have that difficult of an attack to react to anyway. Come on. Okay, savage time. Going berserk. Ah. Ah. Bloody hell. Come on, attack me. Nope. Didn't time that one very well at all. Yeah. There we go, got it. What's that, Dee Dee? You're amazed at how good I suddenly got at this action game? Oh, come on. There's nowhere near range. Fine, fair call. I'll give you that one. Feels pretty good, to be honest. Being soaked in blood, I do like it. Ah, for goodness sakes. Get your timing under control, Aya. This is all her fault, it's not me. Oh, that's where I was getting shot before. The nurses have a ranged attack. It's like a knife or something. Couldn't work out where that was coming from a couple of levels ago. How did I not dodge that? Okay, one to go. Got him. Bang. Did it. Yatta. Gave them zomzoms what's for.
ここってウロボロスっていう組織が運営していた病棟らしいよ。非人道的な医療研究をしてたみたいで、実験中の事故が原因でこの病棟を破棄したとか。
へえ、だからこんなに資料が多いのかな。
まあもうしばらく経ってるみたいだし、何が起きててもおかしくないっしょ。
Haha. Indeed. I got a V rank that time. You say I'm crap at these games, but look at that V rank. Don't do better than that. I'll tell you what, given that each of those rings, the equipment pieces were like 100,000 Zenny dollars, whatever they call them, that's a grind to get them all. I've only got 60,000. What do we got next? Ah! Uh-oh, maybe a boss battle. Twin Tails! Twin Tails. Twin Tails, but zombie. Yeah. Would still get munched on. I'm okay with that. Okay. There's a finishing blow when the ecstasy gauge is full. Interesting. Okay. So ecstasy slowly decreases over time. Got to build up my ecstasy. I love this game. This game is so B grade. In every best, we just don't get B grade, 80s style B grade horror themes and stuff aesthetic anymore. Whoa, go away, go away. Hey, sis. Where'd she go? Ouch. How did I miss that? Oh, God damn it. I'm still early, way early with the timing there. Get lost. Right. Ah. How did I miss that? You missed that one. Oh, more zombies. Oh no, not those ones. Tough zombies. Fine, whatever. Come at me. No. More zombies to fight. Cool. Oh dear. Oh. And just like that, I managed to lose again. Wow. So I'm obviously way out of practice with Onee Chanbara and the action that it offers. But I did enjoy that. I'm going to have to get plenty of practice in over the weekend before I do a review. Anyway, that's enough of this particular stream. I will jump back on another stream in a short couple of minutes, maybe about 5 or 10 minutes. I've got something else that I want to show off tonight, so stay tuned and look out for that Twitter link in a couple of minutes. Thanks for joining me, Dee Dee, if you want to join in for the next one. Otherwise, we will have a great weekend and see you soon. And do what? I am not entirely sure. I have to double check. I can't actually remember the name of the game that I want to show off. But anyway, there is another game that I want to play, so I need to get myself set up on the Switch, and we'll be back soon.